Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversation and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. You already know we back with another one, you feel me? We got a lot of stuff we gonna talk about today. So y'all already know. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video. And man, you already know I'm gonna jump right into it, you feel me? So first thing first, you feel me? The first thing I want to talk about is all of well, I'm gonna say lately, all everybody been really talking about lately about when it come down to KD is about his legacy and he ain't been to the finals or he made a real deep run in the playoffs like that in a minute. So they trying to say like just of lately, everybody want to talk about how his legacy is he gonna go down as one of the greats or one of the top fives or whatever. You feel me? I'ma just say it like this. You feel me? If you've been watching KD from when he was with the Supersonics to when they went to OKC to when he went to the Warriors, his time at Brooklyn, and like that man just a pure hooper. Wherever he go, you feel me, he gonna do him. You feel me? Kevin Durant gonna always do him, and that's the always type of player he been. You feel me? And when it come down to me, you feel me? His level of consistency at this point in his age is damn near just like LeBron when you compare. You feel me? He's still averaging up 25 points plus a game. You feel me? At 36, you feel me? He been in the game for a minute right now. You feel me? And he been winning scoring titles since back in 2010 and 2011 and 2012 and shit. So you feel me? Like over time, he ain't been doing nothing but working on this game, and this game only gonna got better. You feel me? Everybody else throw in the mix, all championships, MVPs. He got that. You feel me? But they try to talk about how he got his championships. All that don't matter. But you feel me? When it come down to it, I feel like KD legacy already is what it is. Once he got his rings, it already been solidified because everybody see the type of player that he is. You feel me? One of the best scorers to ever touch a basketball in the game. You feel me? When it come down to it, like can't nobody take that away from him. So I feel like his legacy cool, even if he don't go back to no finals or win another championship. He got two rings, two NBA finals. He got a league MVP. You feel me? It ain't too much he need. You feel me? He just moved up top 10 on the all-time scoring list. You feel me? I don't really think he probably gonna stop playing no time soon either. So he gonna get time to move up too. So I feel like all in all, KD legacy, it is what it is. You feel me? He just a nigga that want to go out there and go hoop at the end of the day. You feel me? If you ain't paid attention by now, like that's all it is about him. You feel me? Even if he win or not, he just want to hoop. You feel me? Because like I said, he already got his ring. So at this point, you feel me? You want to win. You feel me? You want to compete for a championship. You feel me? And I feel like on that they only talking about that like that's because how this Suns team look right now. You feel me? Got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. You feel me? Y'all can't put it together. Like they still ain't no top 5 seed or 6 seed in the West. So it's like they looking at it like his leadership standpoint of view, but it always go deeper than that. Schemes and you feel me? Certain players mixing with certain players, rotations, like it really be deeper than what people would be trying to make it seem. But I feel like KD cool, his legacy gonna be it is what it is. You feel me? Just like that. But you feel me? Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about KD legacy and what his legacy gonna be left in. You feel me? And from what I heard is you can't really judge nobody legacy or nothing like that until they done playing basketball. He's still playing basketball, so really we can't even be judging him right now. But you feel me? Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about it. You feel me? But the next thing you feel me, I want to get into is the new look Lakers. You feel me? They've been on a little small 3-game winning streak. I feel like Luka Doncic he's starting to getting used to playing with everybody on the Lakers now. He just came off a nice game. Just had what 19, 15, and 12 or something like that. Real nice game. Right before that, he had a crazy game against the Nuggets. He had like 32 and 10 and 7 or something like that. You feel me? But that game that he had against the Mavericks. That game was that game one ain't no kinda. It was personal. He was hitting shots, staying down the Mavericks bench and everything like that during the game. But at the end of the game, he showed love to them boys because you could tell like it was more than basketball with most of them people that was in the locker room with him. You feel me? Especially him and Kyrie Irving, them. You feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, like defensive wise, because he been doing some good on the defensive side too. Been getting 2 and 3 steals here, a couple of blocks here and there too. look crafty at it though. You feel me? How he already is. Y'all know how his style of play is, But I feel like as long as they defense come up and show up, I feel like they offense they gonna be cool. Luca, he ain't gotta try to overdo too much, go too crazy. He can pick and choose when he want to get his shots. He playing with LeBron James, so he can just get a ball. LeBron let him do what he do. I feel like he went from a kind of similar situation from Dallas to LA, playing with somebody like Kyrie Irving, somebody who established in the league, who got ring, you feel me, and everything like that, you feel me, and being able to pass the ball to somebody, who can go get a bucket just like you can go get a bucket. So, he playing with somebody like that with LeBron James and who just dominate at what he do. Then you got somebody like Austin Reeves he gonna play his role and he gonna do what he need to do. Like I always say, man, with the Lakers, it's just still up to what everybody else gonna do, everybody else gonna step up, and mainly to me is that defense gonna step up. And over the last couple of games, that defense really been stepping up. You feel me? Even though they only played, I think they only played Portland, but like I said, the Nuggets was a real good team, and Dallas a real good team. You feel me? So can't sleep on them. But all in all, I feel like Luka. He looking good with the Lakers, if you ask me. I think his points might take a little steady. His points might take a little drop. You feel me? So he ain't gonna probably be putting up 30 points a game or 27 or nothing like that. I think he gonna probably be putting up probably like around 23, 24 points a game, double digit assists. You feel me? Or 8, 9 assists, 8, 9 rebounds. You already know, but you feel me? People who know basketball, that's not bad basketball just because his numbers took a little drop. It's just it's a load that's been taken off his shoulders, and he able to play with somebody else who matching that 24, 25 points that he able to put up too, and those plus assists and those plus rebounds. You feel me? So I feel like the Lakers going it's all just up to them. And shout out to JJ Redick though, because he got the Lakers looking strong in the second half of the season right now, coming off the All-Star break. So y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the Lakers and Luka Doncic and how y'all think that'll probably work inside the playoffs, depending on who their matchup is. You feel me? Another thing that I want to talk to because I was watching some of the highlights the other day when Pistons took on the Celtics. You feel me? I wasn't expecting them to get on top of the Celtics like they did. You feel me? The Pistons really been real surprising this year. I ain't gonna lie. I already knew they had a real good team. Okay, Cunningham had that injury last season that really took him out, so it was kind of like you really couldn't see what they was gonna be. Well, you definitely didn't see them being what they was doing right now. They on like an 8-game winning streak right now. You feel me? And everybody just playing real good basketball. Cade Cunningham going out there doing everything, rebounding, passing, scoring the ball, defensive. You feel me? You got the Thompson twin out there scoring the ball, defense, getting active out there. You feel me? Tobias Harris, veterans on that team, helping them boys go out there and hoop. You feel me? Motivating them, make sure they ready. Malik Beasley. Last year, he almost was like a forgetting piece when he was playing for the Lakers. And, this time he over there with the Pistons, probably in a better role. Like I said, it's always got to do with schemes and, everything like that. He been showing up for the Pistons and they've been playing some real good basketball. Jalen Duren down low. You feel me? Getting them double doubles, getting them blocks, them steals. They number one in defense efficiency right now too. So you feel me? Pistons definitely ain't no pushover team, and people better keep a definitely keep an eye out for them on in the playoffs on your radar too, because they can be a type of team like how the Magic was last year and take one of these top three teams to a 7-game series and probably put them out if they keep playing the way they playing right now. You feel me? But like I said, I wasn't expecting the Pistons to be doing what they're doing. Cade Cunningham is having a real good year. I am still kind of salty. Well, I ain't even salty no more about it. You feel me? It is what it is. Like they say, man, you gotta be able to. Your team gotta be able to put up some wins. And the Hornets they ain't doing that. Even though, no matter how good LaMelo Ball playing, and they really been playing real bad as lately. You feel me? I think them trades that almost happened kind of broke that locker room up for the Hornets. But as for the Pistons, though, real good for them. You feel me? I'm happy for them doing what they doing, putting on for Detroit. They ain't been winning. They ain't had no winning season in a long time. So for them to be doing what they doing, and hopefully they make the playoffs and make a little. Not a, even not if they don't even make no deep run, even for them to make the playoffs, that'd be huge for them. You feel me? So we gonna see what they gonna do. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the Detroit Pistons and the year they have it right now. How good could it be going into the playoffs too? But another thing that I want to talk about too, because I was real critical about it too. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video too. I was real critical about it was Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors and Andrew Wiggins going to the Miami Heat and shit like that. Because I feel like, man, Andrew Wiggins do the same thing that Jimmy Butler do, but I guess Jimmy Butler showing that he do it just a little bit better. Andrew Wiggins was probably averaging about 17 a game. Jimmy Butler was averaging about 19, 20 a game. But I just think because over the last couple of games, since Jimmy Butler been there, the Warriors 4-1. They've been playing some real good basketball, especially defensively, since Jimmy Butler got that defense then amped up a little better more. They've been getting steals and getting in transition, getting fast break points. But I just think the consistency that Jimmy Butler brings adds more to that Warriors team and what they want to do in that offensive scheme. Andrew Wiggins, not to take nothing away from him, he was good defensively and offensively, but him being a second option really never fit to me. Really never fit Andrew Wiggins, even when Jimmy Butler and him played in Minnesota. Like that him being a second option never really was it for him. I think Andrew Wiggins is more fit for a third option. You feel me? I think that's why they was able to work in for the Warriors back in 2022 when they ended up winning that championship with Clay and Jordan Poole and all them, because he was able to sit back and play his role. When that second unit come off the bench, then he could probably be more of a second option and stuff like that, and be able to go out there and do what he do because he can play basketball. But the level of consistency Jimmy Butler brings in on the defensive and offensive on the side, it just probably fits with what Steve Kerr and them need right now. Jimmy Butler still gonna get his points, but one thing he gonna do is get those stops on defense what they need. And the Warriors like moving the ball in transition. Steph Curry like to get those transition threes. Most people when Clay was there, when Jordan Poole was there, they all like to get those transition threes, open threes in a fast break, or just transition points ever. That's really what the Warriors offense really was mostly always about. That's why they always ran small ball, so they can be able to get up and down the court faster than most other teams, using a smaller center than other teams using bigger centers. So I just feel like with Jimmy Butler that fits. He fits right into their scheme. I ain't think he was gonna fit like that, or I ain't think he was gonna be that good for them to already. But he been showing up for them already. For them to be 4-1, you could just see a turnaround in the atmosphere in that on that team. Steph Curry was some games he was just looking like, man, it's probably over with. Steady was talking about retiring. Now you see him on the sideline, big smile and he cheesing. It's like the energy done been brought back to that team. Even with Draymond Green, he just had a good game a game ago. So I just feel like them getting Jimmy Butler like kind of relit a fire under this Warriors team. And I feel like he gonna probably be a huge help for them in the playoffs too, when it come down to it. But y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about Jimmy Butler and his effect on the Warriors team, and how it's gonna turn out for them playoff time, depending on who you think they'll go against. Cause me personally, with the way they playing, I want to see them play like somebody like the Lakers. I feel like that'll be a real good series. That'll probably go down to probably 7-game series. LeBron versus Steph, you already know. Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, real big names. That'll be a crazy way to start, like an opening of the playoffs. Lakers versus the Warriors first round. That'll be a crazy basketball series right there. But you already know, like I said, though, leave a comment and let me know, because I'm just thinking about it right now. You feel me? But another team that I want to talk about too, because I'm real kind of disappointed in this team, because I fuck with Paul George, fuck with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, them boys over there. You feel me? 76ers has been real like disappointing this year. You feel me? Even though I know Embiid been hurt he been hurt really all this season. You feel me? He tried to come back, but they was saying like it really ain't. He really messing up his injury more than when he first came back. He gonna need another surgery. He's probably gonna stop. He wasn't playing in back-to-back games, so it's like dealing with that. Then you got Paul George, he had a hyperextension knee injury, but knee injury. I mean, look, Knicks and Knacks here on the injury side, so it's like they they can't play consistent basketball either. Cause Ian ain't gonna lie, Paul George been just having a lot of off nights. When he signed to go to Philly, I thought it was gonna probably be a little bit better, even though, like I said, knowing Joel Embiid probably was gonna miss some time coming into the season, but still, you got Tyrese Maxey, you know, you got you got Kelly Oubre over there. He has some real nice players there. Adding somebody like Paul George, I feel like it was gonna probably help that team out a little more, just knowing that what Paul George can do defensively and we can do offensively with passing the ball or shooting the ball, and then Tyrese Maxey, he one of the best young stars up in the league right now. And when he get hot and he get going, it's like it ain't really too many people that can stop him or keep up with him when he going. So, but for them to be how they is right now, it just look like they just all over the place. I feel like they probably just need to go and tank the season right now and just call it over with. Let Joel Embiid go and get his surgery, whatever he need to do, so he can start rehabbing and getting ready for next year. Paul George talking about he been getting heavily criticized about him playing so bad, and he getting on his podcast talking about games and this and officials, this, that, and the third, instead of being in the gym. Now he want to step away from his podcast and just do more about basketball. You feel me? Like, there's just a lot going on with the 76ers that I wasn't expecting. You feel me? I thought this was going to be a real good move for Paul George. You feel me? I ain't really like him playing for the Clippers like that. I feel like playing for the Clippers wasn't good for him no more. But for him to go to Philly, play with Embiid, Maxey, I thought that was going to be real good for them. But it just it just ain't looking like it, man. It's been looking like it was a bad idea for real. So, like I said, they probably just need to go and tank the season. You feel me? Tell Embiid get his surgery so they can get ready for next year and they can try to really compete. You feel me? Make sure Maxie still can go out there do whatever he can do. You feel me? Paul George, y'all still go out there and compete, but y'all just getting ready for next year. You feel me? I ain't gonna say don't go out there and compete, but just have that in your head. Like, man, we getting ready for next year, and B gonna come back healthy. We're gonna make a real run. And I feel like that's what it's really gonna come down to. But I definitely wasn't expecting this out of Paul George. You feel me? I wasn't expecting him to be like playing really this kind of bad. He averaging under 20 points right now. You feel me? Like, this ain't my boy. So I feel like him and I fuck with him B like it's just looking all bad for the 76ers. But you feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think about the 76ers and Paul George and the B and them. Do you think this right here that's gonna probably lead to them probably breaking up? Cause you know even though he is on contract, if you even when Luka got traded, everybody just know like everybody can be on the hot seat. So even though he did sign a contract with Philly, they can still end up moving him if they want to. So let me know in the comments if y'all think Paul George should probably just move on to another team because this season was just terrible for him, or you think they should give it another try when Embiid healthy next season. Hopefully Embiid healthy next season, they give it another try and they you feel me? Hopefully they'll get a better run pushing up in the Eastern Conference right now, because right now it ain't looking nowhere good for them. You feel me? Another thing that I want to talk about too, because OKC, man, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, like I know early on I was saying like the Cavaliers looked like the best team in the NBA, and don't get me wrong, Cavaliers still been looking like one of the best teams in the NBA. OKC strong right behind them. Shea Gill been going crazy this year. His consistency on the offensive, on the defensive side, averaging over a steal, over a block a game. You feel me? And still coming able to put up his points offensively, help his team out. They had a tough good loss. They had a tough loss against the Timberwolves and Ant-Man now, but they looking like the second best team in the NBA right now. They number one seed in the Western Conference. And I don't know. I just feel like everybody's saying that they still don't think they ready, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Uh, I think I still really say the same. Like I ain't taking nothing away from Shea Gill. He a great player for sure. Great player. I love his game. You feel me? But it's all about that experience be kicking in. And there's only so much one person can do when it come down to the playoffs. So I know a lot of them young, even though they did win a playoff series last year and stuff like that, but like depending on who they run up on, in that first round or in that second round, it can definitely get crunch time for them. And I just feel like everybody got to be really built for those type moments. They got Alex Caruso over there, a player who been in the playoffs. Been in them tough situations, been in won a ring with the Lakers. So they got some veteran leadership over there, somebody that's gonna come off the bench, that's gonna let them know like how to teach them how to lock in and be ready. So it's just gonna be up to them players and see if they gonna be ready. Cause I just feel like Shea Gill gonna be ready, but is he gonna have to do everything? And if he do gotta do everything, how much toll that's gonna take on him? Is he gonna be able to finish? So it's gonna be a lot of questions like that. So like we gonna see. So everybody trying to say like even though they the top team in the league, they still don't believe in the OKC right now because they still young right now. A lot of them players ain't been to the playoffs. A lot of players ain't played under no real kind of pressure like that. Last year in the playoffs, them getting put out. Some of them gonna build off that, and some of them you gonna see when they put in that situation what it did to them. So you feel me? I feel like it's just we just gonna have to see because as of right now, I can't just say they ain't gonna be like I can't doubt they won't be in the Western Conference Finals, just because of the way they playing right now. They just got Chat back, you feel me? And to me, that's all they was really missing. And I feel like that's the reason why Shea Gill had to kind of overexert himself and was because the Chat was gone. He was averaging around like 17, 18 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, you feel me? Coming up on the defensive side. So and Jalen Williams stepped up. He was averaging 20, but still, they still needed Chet down there for that defensive side, and they needed his scoring just because he able to open the flow up. He able to open the flow up with what he can do with the ball handling, with his passing ability, his shooting ability, and he could still drive the ball. So you got to be ready for it when OKC come down the court. Anybody can really get at you. Jalen Williams, Shea Gill, Chet Holmgren. Then they got other players that can get it going too or come off the bench. They got Wiggins. Like I said, they got Caruso. So I just feel like even if you don't think they a top contender in the playoffs, still don't sleep on them because when you sleep on the team, that's when they jump on you and it's over with for you. But y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about OKC. Do y'all think they gonna make a deep run or end up in the Western Conference Finals, or you think they gonna get bounced out early in the first, second round? And what you think it's gonna come down to if they do end up losing or if they do end up winning? Y'all let me know. You already know we're gonna talk about it on the show. Feel me? But another thing that I want to talk about too, cause I want to talk about the Nuggets. You feel me? The Nuggets, they ain't really playing too bad right now. They like third in the West right now. Last time I checked, they was like third in the West. Jokic been playing some good basketball. He in the MVP race right now, like second and third in the MVP race right now. But I feel like with Jamal Murray being like in and out of the lineup and Michael Porter Jr. being in and out of the lineup, I feel like that's really what it's gonna come down to when it come down to the Denver Nuggets and when they go into the playoffs. Because it ain't no doubt like we know Denver going to the playoffs for sure. But the thing when they get in the playoffs is all about is they gonna have Jamal Murray? Is he gonna be healthy enough to go? Because to me personally, I had said this back when Jamal Murray to his ACL, I was like, I saw that with Jamal Murray wasn't on the court, even though the Nuggets were still going to the playoffs, you was able to see him like, he need Jamal Murray. And when he got Jamal Murray back, what they was able to do, they was able to get back to the Western Conference Finals. They was able to get to the finals, and they was able to win a championship. You feel me? And I ain't saying like Jamal Murray the better player than him, but I just feel like Jamal Murray a real big piece to them being a championship team and going on the run to win another championship. So I feel like it's gonna really come down to Jamal Murray, his health, and is he gonna be healthy enough to go in the playoffs, or is he gonna have to push through it? And I feel like that's what it's all gonna come down to right now. I feel like the NBA just is real good right now. I don't know why the ratings down in the NBA right now because I feel like it's real good right now. A lot of teams that I was expecting to be somewhere they ain't where I expected them to be. Certain teams that I knew they was gonna be where they at, they already at where they at. But still, for like it's still like we still got a long way to go. Not a long way, we still got a short way to go to the playoffs. But once the playoffs come out and they see who playing who, I feel like that's when it's really, really gonna get interesting. And I feel like that's when you're gonna really see who the real, real better teams is. Because right now, like certain teams that was like most teams that was most teams that was at the top, they ain't at the top no more. Well, in the Western Conference at least, but you already know how they go because shit, the West Conference, that's a real they the top conference. They the best conference in the NBA, the West Conference. Everybody know that, So, but like the Rockets was sitting at number 2 at one point, and like I feel like after the All Star break, the Rockets probably was gonna be a little gas. You feel me? They probably was gonna drop a few spots in the Western Conference, and they did. They went from 2 to 4. Even though that ain't no bad spot, they still been playing some good basketball. But you got the Lakers sitting behind them with 35, 2 games behind them. Then you got the Clippers with a few games behind them. You got the Timberwolves. Then you got the Warriors. And then you still got to worry about the Mavericks, too. They sitting at ninth, too. So in the playoff tournament, if the Mavericks got to play the Timberwolves or the Warriors, they still got a chance to get in there. And if you the Rockets, you might have to play a team like the Clippers or the Lakers. Then the pressure really up on you because if you got to play a team like the Clippers, then Kawhi Leonard might be playing. You got to deal with James Harden. You got to deal with Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, who been playing some real good basketball. Ben Simmons been looking like he been a real good pickup for the team lately for the Clippers. Um, so you got to deal with that type of stuff. So you got to deal with that type of veteranship, and you got to deal with Kawhi Leonard. He's a multiple championship winner, he a MVP, Finals MVP winner. So you got to deal with that level of competitiveness also too. With a young team trying to be in the playoffs and make a run that a lot of these players never been here, except people like Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. Van VanVleet, who won a ring with the Raptors a few years back. He got some experience, and that's what it really come down to. When it come down to it, when with these young teams, and they need that veteran leadership on them that's been in the playoffs or who don't won championships, because they need that type of experience. A lot of people don't be having that experience, and people don't believe that big moments really do get to people. Like knowing that you can be going home after this game, or you can be going home the next game if you don't show up. That psyche of the game really impact athletes. You feel me? And it really get in your mind, and you gotta try to fight through it. But you feel me? The Rockets, I could probably see them probably dropping a few more spots. You feel me? I ain't saying they're gonna drop all the way to eighth, but probably to like a fifth, sixth seed, and that's where they're gonna probably be at. Then they'll probably be cool. You feel me? But as of right now, we're gonna see. But as of the Nuggets, uh, I just feel like without Jamal Murray or without Michael Porter Jr. being able to be consistent like he was in the beginning of the year, he was shooting the ball good, attacking the rim. But at the same time, he also have health issues too, and they gonna need both of those players because Michael Porter Jr. he shoot the 3 ball well for you. He can put the ball on the floor. He a big forward, 6'11". Then you got Jamal Murray, who is just a flat out playmaker who can score the ball, knock down big shots for you. And then you got the Joker who the man in the middle who can do everything too. And then you got Russell Westbrook who been coming off the bench playing real good for that team. Aaron Gordon who been stepping up. His game been growing a little bit out there. He can shoot the three. Getting his post game right, mid range game right. He ain't just no dunker no more. So like, but I still think uh, Jamal Murray just helped that Nuggets team go further. Without Jamal Murray, that Nuggets team really just not that good to me. If you really ask me, you feel me? But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Nuggets, and y'all think they a top contender, or y'all think they look like they can win the ring this year. If y'all think they could, y'all let me know. You feel me? Because I don't really think so, and I don't even know why Joker MVP candidate right now. I think somebody else can be up there. Like Jason Tatum should be up there. So I ain't gonna even lie. You could probably put LeBron James up there right now. He averaging like 27 points a game right now, 26 points a game right now, 7 and 8 or 7 and 7. This nigga 40 years old. So like him, Shea Gill, Jason Tatum, like you could put them type players up there right now. If you ask me, I feel like Joker just, he playing some good basketball, but like on a different type of level, not on a different type of level than these other two players. Because LeBron James been like, man, he been going crazy this year. He been really the force behind the Lakers lately. So we gonna see though, y'all. Like I said though, y'all leave a comment and y'all let me know. We can talk about it. But another thing that I want to get into too because I'm starting to see this a lot. Like, I don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't know. I know where the hate and I know all this stuff come from. Like when players go through certain stuff off outside of the sport that they play. You feel me? When they go through certain things, and you come back and you ain't and you don't be as the same as they say you is, you feel me? Then they try to push this narrative like, oh, you falling off, or he ain't good no more, or this, that, and the third, you feel me? And I've been seeing that lately a lot about John Morant, you feel me? Everybody saying that, yeah, he's falling off. His points done drop. That's Jaren Jackson team. That team don't need him. The team played better without him. You know, they say all these things. And I just sit back and I say, because I'm a Memphis fan. I'm a John Morant fan. I became a Memphis fan when I became a John Morant fan. But like I sit back and I say like this. Like when last season when John Morant served a 25 game suspension, you know, the Memphis Grizzlies was really handed a chance to show what they can do without John Morant being on the court with them. And don't get me wrong, they displayed some good games. They gave a couple of teams a run for their money. But all in all, though, when he was out, that lineup, that team was like one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. And as soon as he came back off that 25 game suspension, instantly they went on like a full game winning streak. Everybody started changing the talks about Memphis. They was like, oh yeah, they could probably make a play-in tournament, this, that, and the third. Job back. Everybody was happy. He dunked on Wemby. Everybody was going crazy. Then he had a shoulder injury, and they all came to an end. So when the shoulder injury happened, now it's really able to show y'all like, all right, what y'all can do. And don't get me wrong, Memphis they had some injuries here and there, but they were still able to, all right, y'all still go out there and show what y'all can do, and they weren't able to even make a play-in position. So it's like for y'all to be thinking that this team can be sitting at number 2 in the Western Conference or 3 in the Western Conference without John Morant is just crazy because it's been shown that since he's been in there and been in that lineup, all Memphis has been doing has been getting better. Yeah, you drafting good, you feel me, and developing players good too. But those good players also got to play with good players. And then you got to think about John Morant wasn't even heavily recruited out of high school. He wasn't even heavily recruited out of college. So when he was on his way to the NBA, if it wasn't for the run he put on in the college basketball tournament for Murray State, who knows what John Morant will be at right now? Because he wasn't even supposed to be the number 2 pick at the back in 2019. So it's like for him to be a nobody, then jump to number 2 pick, and to me he been outplaying the number 1 pick, who was Zion Williams that year. Zion ain't been to no playoffs or had no playoff series win or had more playoff wins than John Morant right now. So it's like I just feel like all that just be talk. I know his points did take a little drop this year, but I just think that's all happens with growth. Like I said, everybody else develop right, the team healthy. They got a lot of young players who can play ball too. So he know that I just think when you young, you out there, you just go out there and you just gassing it. You got it. You going out there and you just trying to put up them points. But once you sit back and you've been in the game for a while and you're a point guard, you able to understand like when they say what basketball players say, like you let the game come to you. So it's like you're gonna get your points and you know how you're gonna get your points, but set up your other players, get other players hot, the other players going first. So when you do get the going or when it's time to get the ball up off you, they ready or they ain't cold because they ain't took no shots or they just been waiting or they just out of the game. Make sure you get the other players involved, and I feel like that's what John Morant been doing right now. And not to mention that uh, he have still missed a lot of games because he had the shoulder injury, which was on his shooting arm. I mean, on his shooting shoulder, and so I feel like they trying to make sure he stay healthy for the playoffs because we know what John Morant gonna do for Memphis during the regular season. They gonna be a top three team in the West. They showed that in 2023. They showed that in 2022. You know, and in 2021 they was an eighth seed, and they took that Suns team to a real good series. So you know they showed promise, and they've been showing promise. And long as they can stay healthy, long as John Morant stay healthy in the playoffs, they're gonna definitely make a run. I feel like and I feel like that's what they're doing right now, and they know that too. Then you feel me? Jaren Jackson have been stepped up huge this year. His points been stepped up. He been still being consistent on defense. Rebounds went up, assists went up, and that's what they need. That's what they need, though. You feel me? He finally healthy, get it going. Brandon Clark back healthy. They need that consistency from Desmond Baines, but for sure, John Morant and Jaren Jackson, they a great 1 and 2. Great point guard, great power forward, especially when they doing they pick and roll or when they coming off the ball, just them they self fast breaking or just off the dribble. So I definitely believe Memphis needs John Morant for that team to be a top contender in the West in a tough Western Conference. Without a player like that, who can close games out for you, who can take game winning shots for you. He just made a clutch shot against the Suns that sent it into overtime and then help his team get the overtime win. So y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about all this crazy John Morant falling off and the Memphis Grizzlies better without him. Y'all let me know what y'all think, cause maybe I'm just too big of a John Morant fan and I'm being biased, but I'm just looking at the game. He just came off a game. He had 29 and 29-8. A game before that, he just had a double double. Another game before that, he was just flirting around with another double double, 9 assists. He one of the top playmakers in the league, one of the most athletic players in the league. And like I say, the man just got ice in his veins. He gonna take the last shots. You know, he want the ball with the game on the line, and for that team, they need a player like that, and he's that for them. And he showed that for that. So y'all leave a comment, let me know what y'all think about all that talk about John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And moving on to another subject too. Get into a little NFL talk. I want to talk about my boy Aaron Rodgers. The Jets told them that they was gonna move on from him. So I guess they're gonna try to go get them probably a young quarterback or something in the draft or something. So I just want to say, especially he had a bad year just because of the team didn't perform the way they probably expected to be. I'm gonna say that's why he had a bad year, you know. And then like, should he retire or should he keep playing for Aaron Rodgers? I feel like if you still feel like you want to make one last run, then go ahead. But to me, at this point, man, you can go and retire, man. Because to me, you still one of the top quarterbacks to ever do this shit. If you ask me, ain't too many passes. And got the accuracy of Aaron Rodgers that could throw on the run like Aaron Rodgers, throw across their body, like everything that they tell quarterbacks don't do. This man can do it like perfectly. And I'll probably be the only person that make this argument and get into it with people about this, but I'm like, hey, when it come down to it, like people say Dan Marino is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the quarterback position because the way he threw the ball, But Dan Marino ain't got no rings. You feel me? So when I make my argument about, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks to throw a football, And I feel like, man, he better than Tom Brady when it come down to really being a quarterback. And everybody be like, no, because Tom Brady got 7 rings and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, all right, but we ain't talking about rings, we just flat out talking about skill wise when it come down to skill, throwing the ball on the run, throwing the ball on the move, in the pocket, outside the pocket, accuracy, deep ball, all that. When it come down to it, Aaron Rodgers second to none, and he can do some of the things you ain't gonna never see some quarterbacks be able to do. You feel me? So I just feel like Aaron Rodgers really can retire if he really wants to at this time. But I feel like if you still feel like you still got something left in the tank, because with football players, they always still feel like they got something left in the tank. You feel me? No matter the age, you feel me? You really gotta try to pull yourself out of the game type shit. You feel me? Like mentally though. You feel me? So it's like mentally, if you still feel like, man, you want to make one more run, then go ahead and try to go ahead and see what you can do. see where you can fit in at. You feel me? Or be be like a mentor now in your career. You feel me? Show these young quarterbacks how it's done. You feel me? Get them the game, teach them the game, show them how to go about it, how to read coverages. You know, show them how to read blitz concepts, how to make calls on the lines, all type of that. Show them these type of things so they won't be going into the game just like I ain't gonna say like not knowing nothing, but not too aware of like how to make these things and how to be engaged like that in game type play. Because a lot of quarterbacks don't be ready. Some quarterbacks be just built for it, but a lot of people don't be ready. So, like, if you still want to be about it, because like I don't really know too many teams that can probably really take a chance on them. You know, especially like yeah, I don't really know too many teams that can really take a chance on them because there ain't too many really teams out here left with veteran quarterbacks around his age, other than like Matthew Stafford. Kirk Cousins lost his job to Michael Penix Jr. Around what week 8, week 9 in the season, so he out of there. Joe Flacco tried, but it's you see age caught up to him. He couldn't do good out there. Only other person left is Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford done got him a ring too. So it's like the Rams ain't gonna try to if the Rams do get rid of Matthew Stafford, they gonna try to go get a younger quarterback. They ain't gonna try to go get an older quarterback. You feel me? When they got one of the best throwers another one of the best throwers in the game too. So you gotta look at it like that standpoint of view. Unless he go to somewhere like Pittsburgh, but if he goes to one like Pittsburgh, that definitely got to be like the final stop. Like that's got to be the final stop destination. Like after that, if it don't work there, or if it do work there, that's when you got to call it quits. No matter where you go, that's got to be the last ride though. Because like I said, you ain't really got too much to prove left, man. Because like I say, they always want to move the goalposts. You win a ring, then they say, oh, you need to have 2 rings, or you got to make the Super Bowl more than once, and this, that, and the third. But for other people, they only make the argument about, oh, you won the ring. But when you win the ring, then it's about how many times you won, or how many times you made it. So I just feel like Aaron Rodgers cool, man. He can go and retire, man. Go and live his life, Joe. You one of the best quarterbacks to play the game, one of the best throwers in NFL history, and that's set there in stone. You feel me? Another thing that I want to talk about too is I ain't gonna really talk about it because you feel me. I don't really know too much about it, but we end up finding out why Justin Tucker was having a bad year in football, and all these allegations that have been coming up, and all I really want to say is that I've been seeing the allegations and stuff like that, but they not crucifying him, the way they did Deshaun Jackson. He was in the news, he was in all over the sports mostly every day, especially when it first happened. He was everywhere. You feel me? I feel like with Justin Tucker, they trying to keep it low and you feel me, keep it quiet, not say too much. A lot of people not talking about it too much, and then next thing you know that shit gonna be over with. So, and Deshaun Watson missed a lot of time in football behind that shit. So, man, Joe, like, I just want to see how this Justin Tucker stuff gonna play out because he done had these allegations against him, and like I said, it ain't really been too broadcast or nothing like that. So I want to know who talking about it or who dealing with it for him, because whoever dealing with it for him should have dealt with it for Deshaun Watson, because his shit was everywhere. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Sports Center, CNN. I'm talking about TMZ, everywhere. But with Justin Tucker, you just hear here and now. But they did say the total of women done jumped up to like 16 now. So all in all, Joe, I just want to see how it's gonna turn out. But y'all definitely gotta have the same energy for Deshaun Watson that y'all have for Justin Tucker. Y'all gotta show the same energy. You feel me? The love, the memes, the hate. It's the same. Y'all gotta show the same thing. Don't try to make it a different thing, cause one white and one black, and everybody don't like to say stop trying to pull the race card, but it's like at the end of the day, we know that's why one person was getting bashed, and we know that's why one person ain't getting bashed. So keep it real, man. You already know that. But all in all, so make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. You feel me? This was another episode of Great Conversations and Guests with your boy Turbo. You feel me? Make sure y'all add me on Instagram at DMG Turbo. For y'all that got Facebook, add me on Facebook at John Morant. You feel me? Make sure y'all add my boy behind the lens, TJ on Instagram at Taj_Miller. You know, and we got a lot of shit coming for y'all real soon in the near future. You know, we got a lot of new shit that's dropping. So make sure y'all keep rocking with us. You feel me? And we gonna keep dropping this shit.